Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, as we mentioned earlier, Showtime Sports will no longer be around. Paramount is getting out of Showtime, and so now Al Haymon and the PBC have to find another home. Now, we did a video about a week or so ago talking about Amazon Prime, and there's also been rumors over the last couple of days that Dazn is actually interested in the PBC product, Jay, which is very interesting to me because I thought that wasn't a play that could actually work. Now, when you think about Dazn, they do probably have the pockets in order to bring the PBC over there. But the interesting thing that's currently going on with Dazn is that they have Golden Boy Promotions. That's number one. That's interesting because and Matchroom. So how is it possible? Because you got all these different entities that are going to be basically vying for and competing for opportunities and or dates to put on their product, right? Now, what Dazn could be thinking about is if I have PBC, Matchroom, and Golden Boy, then I can force the biggest fights in the sport because they're all up under my umbrella. And if that is the case, and I'm not going to pretend to know how all the dynamics will work, but certainly Dazn would have some leverage in terms of forcing these guys to make these fights and saying, we're not going to pay you unless you actually make these fights. So that would be a huge deal if that were to occur, Jay, meaning PBC getting offered the opportunity to be on Dazn. Now, how much money that entails, I have absolutely no idea. I know a number is out there of $1 billion. We can't confirm or deny that. We have no idea. $1 billion doesn't even sound correct. That sounds crazy that you would offer him $1 billion. So I think that that's probably absurd and not a correct number, but I can't confirm or deny whether or not that number is correct. Now, Jay, it's an interesting thought and theory that I just put out there that there's a possibility now that you would have all of these different entities under one umbrella forcing these fights to occur. And that may be the reason why Oscar De La Hoya here recently was talking about, hey, we all need to come together and make the fights. Maybe he has some inside knowledge that some of this stuff may have been occurring. Who knows? But Jay, what are your thoughts on this? The fact that Dazn could be interested in bringing the PBC to their platform.
Yeah, I mean, that was my thoughts as well as you were talking. Like, if they get PBC over there, they have 3 out of the 4 tops. I'm not including Don King and some other networks or anything like that. They have 3 out of the 4 major players. Mm-hmm. That way, that would be perfect. That would be the best case scenario. Now, I know Oscar was telling me we need to get together. Time he had a handshake with Bob and whatnot, but that was for Pacific fighters. I believe at the 135 ram at 135. So this would be great if they go along with that, saying, okay, we're on this umbrella. We're going to have all 3 of you guys. We need you guys to force these fights. We have only a certain amount of dates, big dates. We know about Mexican holidays in May and September. Those are always high, heavy paydays, for the fighters, networks, everyone involved. So we're going to make you guys need to make such and such fight. That'd be wonderful. I don't know if they'll be able to control that or try to force that, but it'll be interesting to see them as a player on that. And now people, can't talk noise about Dazn no more if they do bring PBC over there, because then they'll have 3 of the 4, where we can definitely see the best fights imaginable be made. No excuses at that point in time. I don't think Amazon Prime is going to let it go without a fight, though, because they do see this is a huge potential for them as well. Because almost damn near everyone has Amazon of some sort. Everyone's getting a box delivered to their house. When you walk down your neighborhood. So, I mean, I think it'll be great. I don't know what Top Rank's going to do or how ESPN is going to try to, counteract that, if they need to counteract that or not. I think they've already been doing business with someone with Golden Boy before. So I think this might just bring it part of a full house with Dazn and whatnot. But yeah, it's kind of like a hurry up and wait and see. I want to see what Al does next. Now, Andre Berto posted out and said Al Haymon is a genius. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know if this way he was alluding to, what's next for PBC, or it has to be alluding to what's next for PBC is what they're going to be doing next year. So now it's like, I'm like, Berto, how you going to post that teaser out there? Now we got to hurry up and wait to see what PBC does, what Al Haymon does with PBC, where they go next. So I think it's going to be good no matter what, honestly. It's just going to be hard for us loyal viewers to like HBO and Showtime, how we work with HBO. When HBO went down, people were sad, because it's kind of like what you grew up on it. Same thing with Showtime boxing. Now you're like, damn. But this new guard, everything's changing the stream anyway. So I see it's going to be Dazn and Amazon Prime fighting for this.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if Amazon Prime was actually anything that was real. I know that that's a rumor that's out there, but to be quite honest with you, I never really did understand how boxing will fit into Amazon Prime. There's a lot of
But
people
they
that
got
feel like,
NFL.
yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
So how does the NFL work with it? Is that something that you're paying for? Is it like a package, or how does that work? So I've never
I'm
seen
not sure
NFL
on
on
that.
there.
I mean, I know the NFL. I know it's on Thursday Night Football. I know people said they've been watching. Some people say it's hard for them to find it, so that could be tough for them. So look, maybe Amazon's trying to get on the sports side, and with the NFL already, they're doing it with NFL, and it's not being the best. Might be something simple because they know they could have, they could really work on getting this product out there. Since it's not going to be a fight on every week, unless they, go back to the old school ways, which I truly doubt.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much real interest Amazon Prime has in boxing. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. It seems to me it will be a better fit with the zone, considering the fact that they're already in a multitude of
Yeah,
different
they're already
sports,
established.
and they're already established in boxing at this moment. So, but then you would need a subscription to the zone just to get their free
Mm-hmm.
stuff, right? So,
Well, think about it. The zone went up in pricing already earlier this year.
yeah, I understand that, and that's what I'm saying. It's like
They
you
went, they
now.
went up. Their pricing went up big time. So what's going to happen next year if they get PBC on?
Well, that's what they'll have a paywall up. That's the point. I mean, well, it's behind a paywall right now with Showtime, but it feels to me it's even a greater paywall because, I mean, when you look at Showtime, you actually have a subscription to Showtime for me personally to watch The Shy and some other content that they have there. So you're not just there
Yeah,
for boxing. For the zone, you'd be there primarily for boxing. And do you really want to pay? What is it? 20? Is it
I
how
think it's
much is it?
$25.
Is it $25 a month or something like that?
Yeah,
So
$25 a month, and then I think for whatever event they had last weekend, if you pay extra $31 or something like that, you get that other event. But you still have to pay extra for some of the certain pay-per-view events anyway. So they're hitting you over here a couple times.
yeah. So I don't see the zone. I mean, they would have to figure out a different model because, man, I wouldn't want to pay for that, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I know we would just because we cover the sport, but not something that I would be particularly fond of actually having to do. It's an added expense for virtually no reason. I think,
Yeah,
boxing doesn't need to be behind any more paywalls. But anyway, you guys
I
tell us
agree.
what you think in the comments section in regards to this. This rumor is out there relative to the zone and PBC. We now know that Showtime is definitely getting out of it. We have been saying that for weeks. Hopefully now people understand and believe that, and that we don't come on here and just talk noise just for the sake of talking noise.
Yeah.
But you guys tell us what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast at M Sports Media, and we are out.